morning. So somebody has decided that they were not happy with our tree, and they've redecorated it. So they're gone with the less is more mantra. So they've removed one of our fabrics and this as well. Yeah. So they thought, you know what? Now it's done. Now the tree looks well. I'm not sure I agree with them, but maybe it's a work in progress.
Hey guys, so we're headed on a road trip today, and before we go I am making us some brunch, and we're kind of having like a weird sort of like potato farls, mozzarella and tomatoes, some gherkins and some hummus and cracker, kind of almost like a tapas style brunch, because we love this kind of food. And it's quick and it's handy and it's easy to eat and it's really tasty as well. So I am just making this while James finishes his exercises. He's already been out for a walk today. His knee is doing much better, for those of you who saw yesterday's vlog. And he is just finishing off his stretches because he has a really bad back, so he has to stretch pretty much every single day. He normally takes maybe like one day off a week, but if he doesn't, it gets very sore and very kind of like tight and stuff. So that's what he's in the middle of. So I am making our brunch before we have to pack. We're only going overnight, but yes, I mentioned we're going on a road trip. So for those of you who've been watching from the start, I'm not sure which vlog, but I think it's sort of day 1, 2, or 3, we mentioned something that would give you a clue as to what we're doing on our road trip today. So for those of you who know what it is or who want to take a guess, I want you to leave it in the comments below, but no skipping ahead till the end of the vlog to find out what it is. Be honest and have a bit of fun with this. So okay, first off, where do you think we're going? I'll say it is somewhere in Ireland, just to narrow it down for you. It does involve us taking an overnight stay, so that might help you a little bit more. And also, I want you to guess as to what we're actually doing as well. So leave it in the comments below, and hopefully by the end of the video you will get some answers. And we will tell you where we're going and show you what we're doing there. So yes, just for a bit of fun, leave it in the comments below. So I'm going to get on with preparing. Ooh, we're nearly at the end of our gherkin jar. I think I shared with you all yesterday how we love gherkins at the moment. We kind of go through these phases with foods of absolutely loving a certain item or certain items, and we eat it, like, not exclusively, but we eat it a lot over a period of time, and then it's dead to us. And we probably wouldn't go near it for like a year or so. So currently one of our, I don't want to say favorite foods, but one of our most sort of like food that we reach for a lot and put with everything is gherkins. And we've eaten an entire jar already this past week, and I just bought another one yesterday, thank God. So yes, I'm going to get on with prepping our brunch, and then we'll get this show on the road. So here is my brekkie. So we have the potato farls with a very light covering of butter, some crackers and caramelized onion hummus, some tomato and mozzarella with some olive oil and sea salt, and my gherkins, and a glass of juice. I'm so excited. It's almost like a Mediterranean meets Irish breakfast, kind of, but it is so yummy. And if you're looking for something like alternative to cereal or like a fry and stuff, this is really nice. I'm not going to say healthy because obviously there's butter, there's olive oil, and there's cheese and hummus and stuff, which has even more olive oil in it, but I kind of feel like it's healthy. Kind of. It's got gherkins and tomatoes and they're healthy, so thumbs up for that. But yeah, so I'm going to enjoy this. So I just painted my nails with this like sparkly blue nail varnish that I bought in Deals yesterday. It's their Makeup Gallery line. It came out a little bit lighter than I thought. The color is Sapphire Blue 31. Now I could darken it up by just putting more layers on. I've got 2 layers with like a clear base and top coat, but we have to head shortly, and so I don't have time to layer it up. I'm not entirely sure about it. I wanted it to be like darker, but it does have a great sheen, and it's not really picking up on the camera. There is like a sparkle in it as well. I normally like their nail varnishes for like they're $1.49 a bottle, and they generally last, as in they don't chip, for at least 3 or 4 days. And I feel like for $1.49 for, I don't want to call it a cheap brand, I hate kind of saying that, but I suppose for a psychologically less luxurious brand maybe, I find that they last pretty long. Like actually in this light it does look like a better color. It's probably more sort of like fluorescent. I thought it was going to be like a deeper kind of a wintry blue, whereas for me this is more springtime. But I'm going to wear it for a few days and see how it goes, because I'm not all dressed in blue. I'm in blue and white. Oh, you can't see that. See? Blue trousers. That's about it, actually. That's the only blue. The rest are creams and browns. Although we are somehow matching again, darling.
It's the way of the world, isn't it?
I see. So yeah, we are going to finish getting packed up and head on our road trip. Who has figured out where we're going yet? I hope you're leaving your guesses in the comments below, and I'm not entirely sure at what part of our journey we're going to share with you where we're going or why we're going there. But like I said, for those who've been watching from the start, there have been a couple of clues. So you could quickly pause this one and go back and watch every vlog we've made so far, all 12 of them. Or you could wait a few more moments. Well, what will be moments for you, but hours for us, and find out. So yeah, we're just making sure everything is locked up, turned off, and good for the sitter to arrive to look after our little babies, this has turned out to be Ferdinand's new favorite winter spot since I put this fleecy blanket down on top. Hey, darling. How are you? Huh? Oh, somebody's purring. And we have the little princess over here. Hello, sweetie. Who's the best girl? Huh? Yeah. So they are going to get minded by the sitter again, just for overnight. And we'll be back in the morning with maybe a surprise, maybe not a surprise. Who knows? But you'll find out soon. So we are on our road trip. For those of you who watched yesterday's vlog, you might remember that towards the end, I should say, encouraged James to watch Frozen the movie because he'd never seen it before, and he promised to give us all a review of the movie today. Now, unfortunately, he's not beside a fireside, and he won't be for a number of hours, and it'll probably be too late, and he'll probably be too drunk when he is beside the fireside.
That makes me sound like an alcoholic.
If the shoe fits.
Oh.
So, even though we're driving and obviously he can't look directly at the camera for safety reasons, we are going to try and do his review of Frozen the movie. So, James, Frozen the movie, what did you think?
It's very cold.
Well, you weren't actually in the movie, and you realise it's an animation, yes?
Yes, I do, but like there's lots of snow, so it just felt very cool.
Okay. And so, what did you think of it? Or hold on, let's ask a pertinent question. Did you actually watch all of the movie?
Technically, I watched 3/4
that actually means?
It means I fell asleep on the third quarter of the movie.
Actually, he fell asleep multiple times throughout the movie, and I had to throw things at him to wake him up.
Well, you see, unless it's a movie that's got some very good storyline, and that
What?
is a thriller.
The storyline of Anna and Elsa and Hans and Olaf wasn't, and Kristoff wasn't good enough
No,
to keep you.
it didn't catch me from the very beginning.
Is
Now,
anybody else as shocked as I am?
if it was something like The Shawshank Redemption or The Usual Suspects, then I'd be, or Seven, then I'd be still awake and like enthralled. But the fact that once a snowman starts talking, I was like, I'm out. No, it was. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm saying it was a very good traditional type of Disney movie. It's going back to the Disney movies of old, like Aladdin or Pocahontas or The Lion King. So it was very well animated. The music was very good. The script was very good. So it's not a very bad Disney movie.
Well, it is a Disney movie. Like, you're not exactly its target audience,
No.
even though you have the mental age of a 5-year-old. But, you know.
That's true. I can't really argue with that.
James is the biggest child at heart you will, well, not even at heart, just the biggest child you will ever meet. And darling, you'd agree with that, wouldn't you? So, but James very, 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 very rarely lasts throughout a whole movie without falling asleep, regardless of the genre or the storyline or anything or the actors, even if it's a movie that, because let's be real, I'm a girly girl and I like my romantic comedies and my girly movies, and James is, I'm going to say, as opposed to a whipped husband, a very, very good husband, and he will watch them with me, but he often falls asleep. But likewise, obviously, when we're watching, well, not obviously, but likewise, when we're watching one of his movies that he really wants to see, he often falls asleep in them as well. And notoriously, when he convinces me to watch a movie like The Shining on Halloween and says, of course, darling, I will stay awake for the entire movie to protect you and make sure you're okay because you hate scary movies, he also falls asleep, and I'm left paralyzed on the couch, shaking with fear, not knowing where the remote control is because it's probably buried under him. So yes, this is a slight bone of contention throughout our 11-year relationship.
No.
What?
No.
James, in addition to being the world's biggest kid in the world, also has the dirtiest mind in the world. Yes, definitely. So that's James's review of Frozen. Personally, I think it's a really lovely Disney movie. I just love Disney. I love the songs, I love the animations, I love the storylines. I really enjoy Disney movies, always have done, and I'm very excited to hopefully one day share them all with little mini Jameses and Flaws. How scary would that be? Imagine little mini me versions of us running around. Not ready for that yet. But anyway, as you can see out here, it is a dirty grey day, and we are on our way somewhere. Has everybody made a guess below in the comments as to where we're headed and as to why we're headed there? We're very excited. This particular sort of, not the actual journey, but the journey to getting to the journey has been a roller coaster, to say the least. And for a whole host of reasons, we can't let you all in on the particulars of the roller coaster of getting here. But it has definitely been a very interesting journey to getting to where we want to go. So it has. But yes, so do make your guesses in the comments below, and in a few more moments for you, but in a few more hours for us, you will find out what is going on, won't they, James? Dun dun dun!
Yes.
So all in here on the side, these are all flooded fields from all of the storms that we've been having lately. And literally, we're driving through the Midlands in Ireland right now. And not every field, but I would say 60% of the fields are either completely underwater or have like significant water damage. You feel so sorry for like the landowners and the farmers in this area. Like, that's a large part of their livelihood is underwater now through no fault of their own, just through like Mother Nature. It's actually kind of, James's parents are farmers, so whoa, there is a dedicated runner.
Yeah.
It is like freezing outside. It's 5 degrees. We literally just stopped at a petrol station about 5 minutes ago to get some diesel, and we got outside the car to go use the toilet, which was a mistake because yes, it was a room and there was a toilet. I want to say machine, but there was what do you call like
a cistern,
like sanitary ware in the room, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a toilet. It was disgusting. So it is freezing, so fair dues to that runner. But yes, sorry, I was saying James's parents are farmers, so obviously he's really sort of like aware and I suppose sympathetic to things like this happening and the effect that it can have on your livelihood for not just the year to come, but years to come. Like, it can take years for water damage like that to rescind and, you know, for you to repair whatever you might need to repair as a result, or replace like the land, the seed, even like the foliage or the trees around it, which possibly served some purpose, you know, shelter or whatever for you, depending on what you do with your land. So yeah, there's a lot of waterlogged, we've passed by a huge amount of waterlogged fields and land on our way down here. It's kind of surprising, like even though we saw it up around us, and I know we mentioned it in a few vlogs as we were driving by, but we hadn't seen anything like this on this level up in Dublin ourselves. Maybe it's there too, but we just hadn't seen it. But yeah, all the little sheep. You probably can't see the sheep in the fields over there because of this wide angle lens that we're using, or what's it called? Fishbowl lens. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the fields are covered in snow. The last 2 towns that we passed through all had like snow on the roofs and snow on the ground. So does anybody have any idea where we are? We're still in Ireland. Are you guys still guessing as to where we're going on our road trip? But as you can see, we reckon this is like fairly recent as well, because obviously it's still there. You know, as opposed to, well, what I mean is like, because snow doesn't tend to stay around for days and days and days in Ireland normally. But yeah, like,
it's very Christmassy.
It is so Christmassy, and we're listening to Christmas FM as well, so it is super, super Christmassy. But has anybody guessed where we are yet? I hope you're all leaving your guesses in the comments below. So remember, you got to guess where we're headed and why we're headed there. Maybe we should have like some sort of prize for the person who gets it. Although you need to get it before you find out where it is. Or maybe we won't tell them till tomorrow.
No, I don't think we should tell them.
That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we won't actually tell and or show you where we're going or why we're going there until tomorrow. We might give you a few more little sneak peeks later today. But so we have, so what we want you to do is to guess the destination that we have to go to in order to do or get whatever it is we're doing or getting. Okay, so leave it in the comments below, and the person who gets it right or the closest to it we will come up with some sort of little surprise. So no matter where you live, anywhere in the world, we will send you a little sort of prize for guessing it right. Not entirely sure what that will be yet, but we'll find something good. So yeah, we actually, and that makes sense for our little clip that we were going to do with it. Perfect. So you're not actually going to find out exactly where we're headed or why we're headed there until tomorrow. Oh, I like the suspense of this. So leave your guesses in the comments below, and you'll have all day, I suppose, tomorrow. So we will, by the time we upload Monday's video, so tomorrow's video, around midnight, so before we uploaded it. So I suppose what we should say is, you gotta make your guess before 11 p.m. Dublin time on Monday the 14th of December 2015. So guess below. If your guess is made before 11 p.m. on Monday the 14th of December, it's included, and we will choose the closest or the most accurate one and send you a little gift, surprise or something. Oh, I like that idea. So this is our view right now. I'm not sure if the amount of fogginess is like clear on this camera, but it's literally, that car in front of us seems to you on the camera that it's miles in front of it, but it's probably only 5 car lengths in front of us, and I'd say it probably can see 5 car lengths in front of itself. It is pretty foggy out. It's still so pretty. Wow. Crazy. Wow. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, it's very Christmassy.
Isn't it? Oh, it seems to be lightening up a little bit now.
But that's only because we're in Holland, I think.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. You're always right, darling.
I am. Glad you know that.
So modest with it. Oh my god, look, it is reindeer steak in Lidl just before Christmas. How bad is that? Reindeer steak. Who eats reindeer for Christmas? What's this? Caviar. James, you're so fancy.